creating a device that amplifies paranormal activity.
Alright, hey guys, I'm sure by now many of you have heard of the new Ghostbusters movie that's coming out later on this year in 2016. For those of you who haven't seen the trailer or haven't heard anything about it, I'm going to go and let that play now, and you can see what you think of that for yourselves.
It's a class 4 operation. That's okay. She seems peaceful.
My name is Erin Gilbert, Doctor of Particle Physics.
That stuff went everywhere, by the way, in every crack. Very hard to wash off.
We have dedicated our whole lives to studying the paranormal. Now there's sightings all over the city. There are people out there that need our help. Holtzman, you're a brilliant engineer. Aaron, no one's better at quantum physics than you. We can provide a real service.
I'm joining the club. You guys are really smart about this science stuff, but I know New York. And I can borrow a car from my uncle.
You didn't disclose that the vehicle was going to be a hearse.
It's a Cadillac!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, did you want to?
Sorry, I'll let you.
Next time. Okay.
Someone is creating a device that amplifies paranormal activity. And we might be the only ones who can stop it.
Holtzman, come on. The hat is too much, right? Is it the wig or the hat?
There's a bigger picture at hand here. These ghosts can possess the human form.
Oh, hell no, the devil is a liar! Get out of my friend, Ghost!
Ow, that's gonna leave a mark.
The power of pain compels you!
Ow!
Alright, so that was the new Ghostbusters trailer that's being directed by Paul Feig or Feig. I'm not really quite sure on how to pronounce his name. So let's get down to it. Where to begin? Why? What was the purpose of needing a new reboot in the series? I mean, aside for, everybody for years wanting Ghostbusters 3 and, Bill Murray and everything promising that they would, get back in the creative process again. And fortunately with Harold Ramis, passing away, I mean, obviously that's why they put Ghostbusters 3 on hold. I mean, God, he's barely been passed away for a year yet, and, they go and put out this horrible piece of shit. Personally, I'm going to say what everybody else won't. I kind of do have a problem with the cast being an all-female cast. And it's not because of the typical fact that you're going to think, oh, well, it's because they're women. No, it's because they're really, really bad actors that happen, or actresses, that also happen to be women. There's literally no redeemable qualities to this trailer at all, and if that's any indication, I don't think there's going to be any redeemable qualities to the movie. The only thing that I found even remotely redeemable was, you know, the millisecond appearance that Slimer made. And even that, you know, that's another thing I hate with, like, all these reboots. It's just because you put stuff in there from another movie, you know, you can throw any type of a shitty script together that you want together, and all is forgiven because you put, you know, like The Force Awakens, you put Harrison Ford in it, or, you know, because of Michael Bay did Transformers, you know, it's like, oh, well, they're all there, they're totally different, so, you know, the movie's still good, right? I just don't understand any of this movie. I mean, you know, it's taking place in 2016, right? Okay, so why would you still be using, you know, I'm going to probably bounce around from topic to topic here. I don't really know how else to react to this trailer. Why would you be using a reel-to-reel tape recorder? Like, seriously, is that better at picking up paranormal transmissions or something? You know, this whole movie just seems really pandering. Everybody's kind of just has these, like, steampunky costumes. I honestly didn't even get to learn any of the characters' names just because I really don't care. This movie doesn't interest me enough to learn the characters' names because it just looks like a really bad Mad TV skit. That's what this whole trailer looked like. I mean, it looked like the puke that came out of that ghost's mouth at the beginning of the movie, you know, that was puked all over Melissa McCarthy. And I cannot stand Melissa McCarthy. Like, she caters with her jokes to the lowest common denominator. You know, it's like watching The View turn Ghostbusters. Like, oh, we can do it, we're women, and, you know, why not? There was all guys before, now we're women, and we're all empowered, and bullshit. Yeah, and you ruined a great franchise. I mean, God, you know, we thought Ghostbusters 2 ruined a great franchise, but holy shit, this is going to take whatever dignity was left of that and completely flush it down the toilet. I mean, I can't even correctly put into words how many problems that I have with this. It's just like, the main problem, without going into a whole bunch of detail, is that you just can't loosely take a franchise like Ghostbusters and just slap your own license on it and then just be like, oh, well, now we'll do whatever the hell we want with it because it's Ghostbusters and everybody liked that 30 years ago, so it doesn't matter if we fuck it up. You know, a number of problems I have is, like, you know, it starts off in the beginning, you know, 30 years ago, you know, a group of scientists saved New York, and now a new group is going to do it again. Okay. So are you going to give a nod to the original Ghostbusters? It shows the original firehouse. Is anything taking place there? You know, where did these people get their equipment from? Where did they get their training from? Are they related in any way to the original cast, you know, or did they just hear, you know, rumors and start making their own equipment? I don't understand. I really just don't understand where it comes in at. And it's just really tacky and cheesy. Like, the original Ghostbusters with their equipment, they didn't try to wear, like, the little steampunk goggles and, you know, have, like, the purple hair, like, with that one chick who's, like, I guess going to be the Venkman chick now. You know, it kind of seems like that's who she's going to be, like, with the jokes and stuff. But, like, you know, they just pretty much wore normal costumes, put together their equipment, and that was it. They were the Ghostbusters, you know. It wasn't like they tried to force something that wasn't there. And, you know, the another actress that I had an unbelievable problem with is Leslie Jones. I mean, are you kidding me? You know, with her scenes, like, you know, like, oh, I got a call from my uncle. It's a Cadillac. Really? I mean, what is this, Big Mama's house? Like, what the hell have you done to Ghostbusters? And, you know, I get that you're doing a little play on words, like, you know, like, oh, you know, the power of Christ compels you, like from The Exorcist. But seriously? The power of pain compels you! Seriously. I mean, you're actually fucking serious with this. You You know, I thought I was going to get through this without cursing, but I'm sorry. Now, a little bit of the rage needs to come out here. Like, this is just so bad and juvenile. And I think by, like, having scenes in Times Square, you know, with, like, the Twinkie on Times Square, wow, that's a big, you know, Twinkie, you know, like, from, I think it's Ghostbusters 2, you know, Winston says that, or no, I think it might have been from the original Ghostbusters, I don't remember, but I think it's like when they see originally, like, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, like, wow, that's a big Twinkie, you know. That was funny. It was funny because it was well written. Like, you can't just do crappy Saturday Night Live jokes, you know, like where you're, oh, hey, I'm a funny mannequin head, because I kind of look like other mannequin heads with the wigs that I'm wearing. Isn't that funny? Did I scare you? But seriously, with that whole bit, the power of pain compels you? Oh my god, like, who, did a 7-year-old write this? You know, and then, again, you know, with, like, the ghosts and stuff, like, they look okay, I guess. I don't really have that big of a problem with it. I kind of think that one that's going through Times Square that looks kind of like a really big, tall Jack Skellington, he's kind of neat. I mean, I'll give it some creative license, due where it's due there. You know, so that looks okay. But I mean, like, overall, it looks like a mess. It just looks like a mess. Like, you know, that chick's like licking like the other proton pistol. What is that? I don't even know what that is. And then, like, you know, she punches. It looks like she punches a proton blast out into the ghosts. And you see, like, this motley crew of, like, fat chicks and just, like, I don't know, just people who you would never want protecting the city of New York from ghosts. You know, like, firing up their proton beam, and you're like, you're serious. Like, this is the Ghostbusters. Like, you know, women that scream, oh my god, you know, go kill that spider for me! And you're seriously supposed to believe this. Like, with the original cast, you know, with Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd, you know, they worked well together. Granted, yeah, hey, they were Saturday Night Live from another time, but hell, they were funny. They didn't rely on, you know, lowest common denominator, bottom of the barrel jokes. And, I mean, yeah, I mean, some of their stuff was stupid, granted, but you weren't force-fed it, and that's what this looks like. I just don't see anything original. Nothing's really explained, which it's a trailer, so, you know, I'm sure more will be explained, but, whew, I mean, just why? Why give it this whole weird steampunky look when that's not what Ghostbusters is about? The director, like, Paul, is condescending to you, the viewer. Like, if you're sitting there watching that, you're lowering your own IQ watching this garbage and watching an awesome piece of movie and cinematic history just get shitted all over on. God, do not go see this movie. Do not. If you have any childhood memories that you want to keep preserved of Ghostbusters, of a time when, you know, people actually were creative and thought up their own ideas for movies, then steer away from this. It's not one of those things where, oh, hey, why can't you just enjoy it because it's going to be a fun time movie. It's going to be a fun time. No. It does not look like it is going to be a fun time. It is looking like it is going to be a cash cow that is ripping off of another franchise's success. And just because you had someone who was remotely involved with the, you know, original, you know, creative licensing of the first two Ghostbusters, that does not mean that this movie is going to be in any way, shape, or form like or remotely come close to what those two movies achieved, even though the second one really wasn't that good. So, save yourself $20, save yourself the hour and a half to 2 hours to go seeing this in films, and, you know, you had the original Ghostbusters, you had Ghostbusters 2, you know, with the peace sign, and now I say for Ghostbusters 3, this is what the ghost should be doing. Avoid this movie at all costs.
Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you do the Facebook or Twitter thing, follow me me at #KingOfRetro. See you next time.